All right, welcome back, everybody. It's been a long time. Let's see what I missed on the show.
Well, guys, can we please stop? The show has not even started yet.
I just left Nigeria. Where were you?
It's just so unfortunate my brother from Nigeria who comes with somebody like you.
Yeah.
It's got to be against some sort of law to have Big Ed, Bilal, and Angela all in the same room. How is that possible? It's like the Toxic Squad. I wonder if they had to apply for some sort of government approval to get this to happen. For the first time ever, the tell-all for this season had a subtitle. That's how crazy this was. And if you think about it, the tell-all itself is already a subtitle within a subtitle because it's called 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Tell-all, No Limits. That's 4 titles right there. And it's called No Limits for good reason because there is truly no limit to Big Ed's ability to be the worst person in the room at all times.
Ed always asking me for FaceTime. He want to video call with him to FaceTime.
Oh man, I'm getting deja vu here. This has happened so many times. Big Ed shifting around on the tell-all couch, Angela storming in and screaming at everybody in the room, but this time there are no limits, which means that sometimes they take a break and go in another room to eat appetizers and get drunk and just yell at each other some more. It's basically just the same thing.
So Ed said that he hasn't spoken to you at all, and then now he's saying he can't remember if he spoke to you.
I didn't.
That's not true.
It's unfortunate that they keep on dragging Big Ed's ex-fiancé into this, and it's also unfortunate that that's how I just described her. So Ed is saying that he didn't remember if he messaged her at any point while he and Liz were together or not, which obviously means yes, he did message her, because of course you'd remember, it's your ex-fiancé.
Because he messaged me and I have screenshot.
Okay, well, we have that screenshot.
I hope all is well. You look amazing. She says thanks. He says, I want to come to the Philippines.
Ed is like, see, that can't be me. I don't even know any Philip Pines. This is bullshit. I think I would remember if I knew somebody by that name. So yeah, I have to say, I think Liz is just setting me up.
You just said that you were in communication with her.
Liz, sit down. Jesus
Did
Christ.
he not just say that he hasn't spoken to her?
Liz, just stop. Stop remembering things that happened as if you know everything. So what, I messaged my ex-fiancé and said I might fly out to meet her sometime. Big deal. So what, I lied to you about it and didn't tell you until right now and am still not admitting it. Why does he look like a little child being scolded by his teacher?
Did you, say yes or no, did you or did you not just say I have not spoken to her?
Me no speak English.
What the?
Good one.
Isn't it nice to see that all is well with Ed and Liz, as usual? I think at this point they've broken up 10 times, and that's not even including the time that they break up during this tell-all. And according to Ed, he's learned something every single time. Every one of those breakups. How is that possible? What is he talking about?
You know what? It's not something to joke about, Ed.
It is, because this is her. This is who Liz is.
What? Are you kidding me?
She's reading, the proof is in the pudding. She's reading the stupid text.
Tell me about that text.
Just
Tell me
said
what about that text.
I've not spoken to her.
See?
You just lied
Hey,
to
Liz.
everybody right here.
Me no speak English.
It's crazy he's caught lying about talking to his ex-fiancée, and now she's the problem in the situation. No wonder Big Ed is such a big admirer of Bilal. So after calling off the engagement for the millionth time, let's see how Big Ed and Liz's relationship is at this point. Apparently Ed kicked Liz out at one point with nowhere to go, and she had to go find some friend to stay with.
We were fighting every day. I begged her, Liz, it's not working. Please move out. Wait,
I told him when we got back together I wasn't giving up.
Why? Why do you have this much patience for Big Ed of all people? A lot of the other people on this show had that question for her as well. You could tell they're all like, oh, I feel so bad. He's being such an asshole. But what the hell's going on? I'm at a loss for words, honestly. If I had the choice between knowing the mysteries of the world and how the universe was created and knowing why Liz is with Big Ed, I would choose the latter. I may have said that before in a video, but guess what? I'm saying it again.
Liz, listen, let me tell you something, give you some advice. When you get married to this guy, you have to be bold like me. My house. Take ownership of that property because if he's going to marry you, you have to start moving more bold.
I'm surprised Bilal wasn't in the background just shaking his head. Like, no, don't listen to any of this. Be as vague as possible about things. Don't show her how much money you have or how much money you're making or where any of that money is going. Lecture her every day about everything that happens every 10 minutes. If she starts to bring up the topic of children, just take off running and leave a giant cloud of dust like the Roadrunner.
How does this work?
Because now he has his space, I have mine.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they have like a love schedule now or whatever. Like they only hang out on certain days because they hate each other so much, so they have to force themselves to hang out. That's always the sign of a long-lasting relationship and marriage.
So what, you come over to his place, Liz?
Yeah.
And you spend the night every other night?
Every other night, yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, to be fair, first I cry for an hour at my apartment, and then I take a Xanax, and then I head over. Sometimes I think to myself, is this all even worth it? But then I go over to Ed's place, and I go into his bathroom and see his giant head on the shower curtain, and then I remember, wow, I'm gonna be marrying a D-list celebrity that's as old as my dad. I better lock him down before somebody else does.
So now that we don't live together, when she's upset or I'm upset, we separate and we don't fight.
Which is about 95% of the time. So it's perfect. We don't even speak. It's a perfect relationship.
So you think this new relationship is working for you?
I do. I've never been, and I know has gone down, and I'm going to own 50% of it, Liz.
I'm going to own like 45% of it, Liz, and this isn't about saying sorry. This isn't about admitting guilt. We've all done something wrong here. The point is, we are deeply in love, and when two people are in love, they stay in separate houses and force each other to talk twice a week.
By us being separated, I've never felt more secure in our relationship since I met her. I'm not jealous.
Okay.
Notice the intense look of concern on Shida's face. Watching this must be like watching a tornado slowly form, and you know that pretty soon it's going to take out everything in sight. But right now, it's just entertaining to watch, and you're not really thinking of that. You're just in awe.
I'm not jealous.
Okay.
Liz, do you agree with that?
No,
No? Why not?
because he's jealous.
I'm not.
Liz, how many times do I have to explain this to you? I'm not jealous. I'm just worried that you're eventually one day going to walk outside and learn about the fact that there's other people in the world, and you're going to leave me.
Liz, are you jealous?
No.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Honestly, I believe Ed. It'd be impossible to be in a relationship with this man and not be jealous. Isn't it crazy, though, how quickly all of their problems start to unravel on the show as they're trying to prove and justify their relationship?
Do you ever consider living with Ed again?
I will never live with him again until it's us picking a place together and deciding on it together. I will
Which
never
will have
move
two
back
separate
in.
bedrooms.
Yeah, and we're also going to have 2 separate weddings with 2 proxies, and we're both going to have separate children with separate people and separate relationships, because we've never been more healthy.
That's not love.
No,
Yeah, it's not love.
no.
That's weird to me.
Yeah, that's really sad.
All right, so they got some positive feedback. Maybe they could take that into account and see if they can work on their relationship. All right, so obviously there's more to talk about in this tell-all, so we will get to all of that next time. We're going to talk about Angela. I know it's been a while, and this is not a very long video, so it won't be too long until the next part. But until then, I hope you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you later.
Michael does a lot of things, but I never thought he would cheat on me. I swear to God, never, ever.